Good evening, friends. Now, in this particular video of mine, I am welcoming each one of you, first of all, and secondly, I would like to showcase to you as to how to proceed further to download and install the software called as Weka, and how to understand it and where to find it, first of all. So, I just opened the Google page, and in the search options, I'm simply keying the words Weka, and the moment I enter into it, you will see that the first link that we are introduced to from about, let's say, 1,37. I don't know what is this number that has been given to me, the results in 0.05 seconds. However, for the first link, which is given in the I should say link www.cs.waikato.ac.New Zealand, that is NZ Weka, I'm just clicking on it, and the moment you click onto it, you will see that you will be directed to a web page where you can see about Weka, then the book, the courses, blog, and the wiki page. So here you can find a lot of things about this particular web page itself, and you will see that Weka, which is it's a nice logo, and the bird also have been highlighted over here, the workbench for machine learning. Now, this is the thing, this is the punchline, I would say, for the software which we are going to try to use it. And here they have given you that Weka is a tried and tested open source machine learning software that can be accessed through a graphical user interface, standard terminal applications, or a Java API. Now, in case you don't have the Java, go ahead, and I would request you to download it and install it so that the functioning of this software can be seen at its best also. Now, here it is widely used for teaching, research, and industrial applications, which we have seen it in the wiki page. Now, for me, this has been very useful in past few 2 months, wherein I was getting trained for this particular software, and I have seen that as a student, as well as the person who favors online, I would say marketing. Now, that is my area, especially coming from the marketing area, and I have seen that it has really helped me a lot to understand it. It contains a plethora of built-in tools for standard machine learning tasks also, and gives you a lot of toolboxes, especially if you know a little bit about Python and R, scikit learn, R, and deep learning. Now, I would be uploading some more I would say recordings of mine, wherein I have introduced deep learning, Python, the advanced form of Python, wherein you can really know a lot about supervised, unsupervised neural networks, artificial intelligence, and I would say textual analysis directly using Python, R, or through some other softwares which are very nicely available, and these may be in the form of the free or the paid versions, and which we can see. So here, just if you scroll down a little bit more on this particular web page, you can see it has given to you download, docs, courses, and the book is also available. So first and foremost, throughout my videos which I'll be showcasing on this particular software, the book that would be recommended so that we can go ahead and we can do step by step would be a book which is the 4th edition, and titled as Data Mining, Practical Machine Learning Tools and Techniques, and you can see the number of authors that they are: Ian H. Witten, and then he's from I would say Waikato University. Then we have got LB Frank, Mark A. Hall, and Ian is again one of my mentor who has really helped me to understand the concepts as well as certain things which are available, and I'll be showcasing to you while I'm taking you through the software also. LB Frank and Mark A. Hall, then Christopher J. Pal. And now these are some of the authors who are available people, who were the authors for this particular book or this also. Now, this is both available online and you can take it up as a PDF, or I can go ahead and I can share the book just beneath the this one, or you can reach out to me in case I forget to upload it. Then I can share it with each one of you. So these are also available in the form of the slides in case you want to do it, and the table of contents. Now, the moment I clicked on the table of contents, you can see what it's all about: data mining, machine learning, simple examples, weather problem, and others, fielded applications, the data mining process, machine learning and statistics, generalization as such, data mining, ethics, further reading, then input, concepts, instances, attribute. If you know little bit of computer programming languages, these things turns out to be very easy, and they're not at all very difficult. Output, let's say the one that we are focusing on, especially the knowledge representation, tables, linear models, trees, rules, instance-based representation, clusters, and the further reading, anyway, we can see a lot of things are available. For me, algorithms, the basic methods, that is inferring, rudimentary rules, simple probabilistic modeling, divide and conquer, decision trees, mining, association rules, linear models, instance-based learning, clustering, and you can see there's so many things, multi-instance learning, and then how Veka helps you to implement these concepts also. Then we have got credibility, training and testing, predicting performance, cross-validation, other estimates, hyperparameter selection, then comparing data mining schemes, predicting probabilities, counting the cost, evaluating numeric prediction. So you can see this one. My favorite one always is decision trees, that is trees and rules, classification, association rules is something that I'm focusing right now, and I really wanted to understand the depth that has been used in deep learning as well as in supervised and unsupervised learning also side by side. Similarly, extending instance-based and linear models, data transformations, which we will see, it's an awesome world again for us to understand. Then definitely probabilistic methods which are there, and all these things, that is for example the networks, Bayesian networks, clustering, hidden variable model. And the day I was started getting trained on these things through Ayan and some of his PowerPoint presentations that were shared with me, I was amazed to see deep learning concepts, especially deep feed forward networks, then training and evaluating deep networks, autoencoders, then we have got stochastic deep networks, and you will understand why machine learning suddenly has become so important for us in our data science as well as the statistical understanding, and why research has turned out to be so important for all. And definitely, yes, the applications part of it, which you can see test mining, web mining, images and speech, and my own image analysis, which is very important for us. So all these things are presented out in this particular book, which has been presented by Ayan. He himself is one of the authors, and definitely he has done a wonderful work. And my interactions, in order to understand certain things, definitely yes, there are concepts which have been explained via the book. However, face-to-face interactions, a lot learning has been able have enabled me to learn a lot of things about data mining concepts. And I would say these are not just the data mining, even to go ahead more than data mining also I was able to understand it. So this is one more thing that I really wanted to share with you. Then courses are available. Wikipedia page I have shown to you. You can go to the blog and you can see how many things have been introduced with respect to the software. The book I have introduced, Veka. Let's have a look at it and see how to download it, and how well I can take care of it also side by side. So here I go ahead, I simply click on download, and you are routed to another page, which is waikato.github.io and veka-wiki downloading _veka. Here the team which has developed the software has given to us, as you can see on the left hand side, they have explained to you each and everything: downloading and installing Veka, snapshot stable version. It can be installed on Windows, Mac, OS, Linux, then other platforms which are available. Then developer version, definitely yes, there are two versions of it. If I click on it, you can see that it's not just meant for us who are trying to go ahead and understand it. However, I would say that there are something else which is meant for the developers also. Developers in the sense that if you know little bit of programming with respect to Java, then definitely yes, you can go ahead and here under the developer version, you can see this is the main development trunk of Weka and continues from the stable Weka. It's not at all difficult. If you want, you can do it. This one also you can click. Otherwise, I would recommend that yes, you can go to Windows. Here they have given to you the stable version, and you can see Weka 3.8 is the latest stable version of Weka. This branch of Weka only receive bug fixes and upgrades that do not break compatibility with the earlier one. This will be helping you to take care further things also. And the first option is for Windows. Here you can see, click here to download a self-extracting executable for 64-bit. Otherwise, they have got even for the 32-bit also. So you can click here and you would be taken care of it. Now, apart from that, they have given to you what are the requirement documentation. So if you click on requirements, you can see it gives you the following metrics, shows which minimum version of Java is necessary. So if you are working on the higher versions of it, I would recommend that please go ahead and keep updating your Java platform so that you are able to get, because there's so much of visualization that is required and Java really helps you for that. Then you have got what I call it as the documentation. Here they have given you everything. In case you have a problem, they have a community. Then there is a small team dedicated. Whenever you have some problem, they get that information and they are able to fix it out, the bugs. Like in R, you have seen that you get the errors highlighted in red color. Here also the same manner, you can just copy and you can ask them, or they will be getting alert message that yes, this is the particular, and they are ready to help you out with that also. Similarly, there are a lot of things which are available out here. You can carry forward and you can know it. Then there are a book is available, manual, online, soft copy is also available for this one. Then there are I would say videos also. However, they are giving you the introduction as to how to go about it, and all those things are also available. Similarly, getting help citing Weka, for example, there are so many publications, so how to go about and cite it in your own publications also, you can take care of it. Similarly, you have got the history. So here they have given to you the book first version. This is about the book, old GUI version, then stable or book second edited version, then the third, the fourth, the fifth. Then you can carry forward and you can see how many versions are there and how well the team has been focusing in order to take keep the I should say software up to date, so that a lot of work can be taken care of. So here you have got troubleshooting using the API, extending Weka. Then what do you mean by ARFF format? Now, for example, when I was trying to work on it, I've seen that apart from CSV or SAV, Excel formats or doc, they prefer the things, the files to be in the format of ARFF format. So here they have given you the description and how to create it, each and everything, and through the software also we can take care of it, and I'll be showcasing to you even that also, what exactly these are and how to take care. Now, stable version means, remember, whenever they are using the word stable version, this is for non-developers. ARFF for the developer versions are also available. So how to create it, as and for we are proceeding further with the software, I'll be taking care of it. So as of now, let me take you back to understand how to go ahead, download the software and to install it. So here we will go ahead, we will start off working with the stable version. later on, maybe after a few videos which have been uploaded from my side, I will explain to you about the developers version also side by side. So you can click here. The moment you click here, you will be seeing that you will be diverted to another web page, wherein you can go ahead and you can see that your download will start shortly, and you can see the executive file. Here we go. So you can see it. I'm showcasing it just on the left hand side bottom of the computer, or the video that has been uploaded out here. You can see Weka 3.8. This is 3.8.5 Azul dash this one Z executive file. So it is getting downloaded. Now once it is downloaded, you can go ahead and you can, I'll showcase to you, let it download it. In the meantime, let me just showcase to you certain other things also, that yes, the bird is the one that they are really found of as the logo. However, you are not supposed to feel that yes, Weka means the bird itself. Try to remember that full form of Weka is Waikato Environment for Knowledge Analysis. I think this perfectly fits with the name of the bird, which is like a bird, I mean Weka logo, and something that they have selected for their own purpose also, because it fits in with Waikato Environment for Knowledge Analysis. So that was a great, I think, again, coincidence kind of a thing. However, they are very lucky to find this kind of a logo as well as the name for the software. Now once it is downloaded completely, and you can just click on the executive file that is present, and after a few clicks of text, next, you will see that the software gets downloaded on your desktop. You can create a shortcut otherwise, and you will see that the entire thing comes out to be like this one, Weka 3.8.5. Can you see that it is present over here? Now the fun part of Weka is that apart from Weka being downloaded and stored or installed into the computer, there is certain other things that I need to apprise, and let's see if I'm able to find out which I can showcase to each one of you if it is there. Oh, it's not here, Weka. So let me go back and see if it is here. Because Weka is present. Okay, it's not here. Let me see in the documents. Can we see Weka? No. So it must be in the other download file. Here we go. See, so you can see the folder has been created the moment the file, the executive file, the downloaded exe file has been downloaded, and you open it up, you will be seeing this kind of a folder. Now just open the folder, and just like SPSS, the fun part of it is that it not only consists of these things. You see, initially the entire GUI is saved in the document, the D folder, and I would suggest just click on this one. Okay, the one that you have got out here, and after clicking it from the right hand side, you will see it will be asking you to go ahead and create a shortcut. So you can create the shortcut and place it on the desktop. That's number one. Similarly, here you can see that there is what we call it as the data folder. So these are the data similar to the IBM SPSS. You get a lot of samples or the data sets which are available, and they are used for the further purposes. We all know why they are used and what for they are. In the same manner, here you have got the data set, and you will see that we would be using these data sets also side by side. If you are not fond of using these ones, initially we will be working on these data set. After this, I would recommend that yes, you can go ahead and you can work on your data sets directly. Like for example, our favorite demo data set from IBM SPSS, we all know that. So I have to go ahead, I have to create the ARTF folder for demo file, so that it can be workable on our software also side by side. So it is still getting downloaded, the exe file, and please go ahead and you can check it out. It will take some more time, 8 minutes, 9 minutes, maybe another few seconds, and I think this would be downloadable. And I have shown to you as to how to go ahead, where you can save it. Usually it is in D drive. Once it is saved there, go ahead and you can create the shortcut and place it on the desktop. For example, if you are really trying to work on it more and more, once it is done, then we will proceed further to see as to how to go ahead and work on this particular software. And we will see the fun part of it. So let's I'll be showcasing this one, the introduction to the software, in my next video. Till then, thank you and take care. Bye.